What's up, everybody? I'm glad you guys can get in here and get in with me on this Balogun Bamo channel, YouTube channel. Um, it's sad and unfortunate that these events are taking place, but what's even more sad and unfortunate is that the fact that if you pay attention, when black athletes were allegedly beating their women, when Adrian Peterson allegedly abused his child, which he didn't. The NBA went on this whole campaign when the Ray Rice situation and all that. The NFL, I mean, not the NBA, the NFL. Roger Goodell and all that. They went on this whole campaign of ending domestic violence, and the NFL stands for that. Nah, nah, nah. That was that was a nice stance by the NFL. Um, the NBA has made its stances as well. Major League Baseball. These are all nice stances. What is really disheartening to me is Roger Goodell knowing that the NFL, Stern, knowing that the NBA, I don't know who owns that. I'm not even abreast to the Major League Baseball, but the owners behind that, knowing that all these franchises, these sports franchises, are predominantly fueled by black talent, black talent that brings in mass profits, billions of revenue. For them to sit back and now bring out a campaign for the violence to stop against blacks is alarming to me. And what's even more alarming would be the guys that suit up and allow these owners to use them like slave stock to create revenue for their franchises and create revenues for their brands, and don't take a stance against all these illegalities and civil infringements abroad against black people. It's alarming because these people that are being killed are coming out of these athletes settings. All these athletes, they didn't start out in suburban neighborhoods. They started out, majority of them started out in urban neighborhoods, settings where these guys come from. To be, to overlook that, to be oblivious and insensitive to how they're being executed in plain view. When you had a video, a snippet, and you didn't even have the full explanation behind it, with Ray Rice and his fiance at the time, a couple getting into it and whatever. Yeah, it was a little graphic. Yes, it was. But what was more graphic when white men were beating white women like that coming off those transatlantic voyage boats? What was more graphic when white men were grabbing black women? And stripping them naked when some of them were already naked and raping them at will, beating them, branding them. It was more graphic. Ray Rice done what he seen his oppressor do. Ray Rice did what he is was ingrained through by this Eurocentric culture. This is a misogynist culture. They didn't even have gender equality. They even call their female. They call her a minority. We always in Africa always seen our female as our equal, or even them goddesses. Goddess Hathor. Do your research on that. You know, um, it's sad and it's heartening how we as blacks tune into that soapbox faithfully, supporting LeBron James, supporting all these high profile athletes, and no one's opening their mouths talking about these atrocities that need to be addressed. These atrocities, the silk, you know, this is why I respect Jim Brown. This is why I have respect for Ali. This is why I have respect for all these guys, these people in those times. Bill Russell. Bill Russell didn't suit up games. He did not create revenue for people that were not going to speak up for his people and use him to keep his people blind to the civil infringements that they face abroad. Jim Brown, same way. He was like, I'm not finna be the face for this organization, an organization that isn't reaching out to the community, an organization that isn't trying to help my community and my people's plight. So, but you want to use me to get out here and create revenue for your organization. You want to use me and bust my body up. Look at OJ. Look how they use OJ up. They franchised the juice and everything. And look at him now. He's right now, I know he's probably saying, man, I wish I'd have did Jim Brown's free. Think about that. Just sit back. Everybody, people in California, from Southern California, please listen to this. Look at OJ. Remember, OJ was doing all the cooning he could do. I mean, I'm not anti OJ, but it is what it is. OJ was doing all the cooning he could do. Jim Brown, he criticized it and criticized it and pointed it out, man. One day, they're gonna turn on it. They used OJ up, used him up at USC, used him up everywhere he went. Buffalo, everywhere he went. Use his name up for Hurts and everything. Use his name up in the movies. Oh, they was right behind him. He screamed that he was innocent the whole time. But what did they do? They backed right up off of him. Look at him now. They sought to see him incarcerated, trying to murder OJ in the system. And he cooned all the way for him. And so even when he ain't got incarcerated, he couldn't see it. So this is what I'm trying to show you, the trick that they pull over you, the NFL brand, the NBA brand. Jim Brown, he saw it. He was like, nah, I'm not going to allow you to enfranchise me like you doing OJ and Michael Jordan now, you know. They phallus so far at Michael Jordan, when he opened his mouth, you could see nothing but that European phallus coming out of it, you know. And it's sad, but it's true. I mean, I was an avid MJ fan, but I see what it is. I know what MJ is about. MJ is for MJ. If MJ was for his people where he come from, he would, instead of seeing that he get a team back there to suck money out of the community, he put a community center there to teach children of their past and how not to be a victim of their oppressors like how he was. Because they stuck phallus all up MJ. Killed his daddy. NBA just, okay, you don't want to, you want a buck. All right. Then say he was gambling, put them all out there. MJ can't say nothing now. But I'll tell you what it is. It was just, he bucked, tried the NBA. The NBA put him in his place. The NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and everybody in Wimbledon. You see Serena Williams, she just won this record-setting match. Did they publicize it on CNN? I mean, ESPN? No, they just mentioned it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? No, they don't want that. Oh man, we thought she was gonna lose. She lost. Oh, they blew that girl up, Kerber, whatever her name. They blew her up. You know, this is what it is, people. You know, why are you continuously supporting these NFL franchises? Why are you constantly buying all this NFL gear? Why are you constantly buying all these NB? Houston Rockets franchise do not give a fuck about 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, or any other south side of Houston or north side of Houston. So why are y'all constantly supporting them people? Why are y'all constantly supporting the Astros? Why are you constantly buying all that guard and hollering this and that when they don't even support your communities? Man, you go through 3rd Ward, you go through some parts of South Houston and some parts of Houston and urban communities right there by the Toyota Center. It looks like, oh God, you know. So why are you constantly waking up, black people? Why are you constantly dumping in millions of dollars into? They showed you when the Ray Rice situation. They went on this whole domestic violence campaign and all that. That's just from, that little situation. But here it is, just showing you video after video, black person after black person, black women too, getting accosted by these civil servants that's supposed to protect us. They're getting accosted by them illegally, getting executed illegally. And the NBA is quiet. They won't even let none of the NBA players speak out. When Derrick Rose was with the Bulls, when the Garner incident happened, and then the I Can't Breathe movement went. The NBA, what they do? They was quickly like, oh no, you guys, no, we can't have that. You wear these I Can't Breathe shirts. They don't want to bring that. They don't want to tell you about that. But you want to talk about Durant going to where Golden State. You want to talk about, is LeVon Miller going to get his money? I'm not for to talk down on them dudes, but one thing about it, they getting millions of dollars. Which one of them is joining in with Akon and continue to help that Africa continue to get electricity? That Africa continues to build and nourish. Who is Jay-Z? Jay-Z don't give a damn about you. Why are you buying his albums? Why are you buying Jay-Z albums? Jay-Z ain't even put a grocery store in your community and can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. Why are you supporting Beyonce in Houston? What is she doing for Houston? Nothing. But she's using the name to make money. She don't care about Houston. She's staying in New York. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack about this, but it's the truth. If Beyonce really was for Houston, Third Ward would look a lot better than what it is. She'd put a community center in there where all black women can connect with their past. So don't get disillusioned. And another thing, don't allow them to use the NBA, the NFL, and Major League Baseball to take you away from the pertinent issues that Black Lives Matter, because they don't care about Black Lives Matter. They just want to use you so they can enfranchise their brands and make money and create revenue off their brands. But as far as your life mattering, they don't care. So you need to remember that. Why? Don't support nothing that doesn't support Black lives, Black lives mattering, and the situations that Black people are going through. They're getting us right out of our communities. And these athletes they're brainwashing them to not put no money back into the community. Stop supporting them. Stop supporting them. I guarantee you, once you stop supporting them, that they won't be, they can't use them. So we need to start focusing on why the NFL and the NBA uses all this black talent, but don't want to jump out there for the execution of Black lives.